Hi everyone, how you doing? I thought I'd just let you know that this morning I started my day by giving a talk to a group of business owners, which was all about how to close a sale. And at the end of my talk, they asked me some questions, and we talked about what the key themes were and the key reasons why business owners find it hard to close sales. And I thought I'd just do a really quick video to capture some of those things in case they're useful for you as well. So the first reason why people find it really tricky to close sales is that there's a fear of rejection. Because the minute you say, shall we work together? Shall we go ahead? Are you going to sign the contract? What day would you like to book me? As soon as you say that, there is the fear that you're going to be rejected. So that's problem number one, getting over the fear of rejection. Problem number two is the fact that it's about money. It's the fact that we're asking for money, and that means that we're putting a value on our services. And it kind of makes it feel a bit awkward and a bit icky that you're saying I'm worth X and you don't know if they think you're worth X, whatever X is. And so there's that awkward feeling of, well, I think I'm worth it. Do you think I'm worth it? Well, if I close the sale, I'm going to find out if you think I'm worth it. And if you don't think I'm worth it, then I'm going to feel really quite down about that and not very happy about that. And it's going to affect the way that we view ourselves, the way that we value ourselves. And we need our self-worth to be as high as possible. So we don't need that dent in our confidence, but it does happen. And that's why people find closing sales so tricky. So I'm going to give you a little tip, just one tip that you can start to try. Remember to try this when you're closing sales. And here's the tip. It's as simple as this. Once you've done your questioning, once you've understood what it is that your customer needs and why they need it, and you've sort of got that real sense of integrity that you are the right provider, that you can help them, you can solve their problem, before you try to close the sale, you need to summarize what you've learned from them. So it's kind of like when you go out for a meal and the waiter or the waitress takes your order, and instead of just running away with your order and running the risk of giving it to the chef wrong, they replay it back to you. Now that's exactly what you need to do before you close a sale. So you'll have the sales conversation, you'll learn all the things about the customer. What you need to do is say, can I just check that I've understood everything that you need and all the reasons why you need it? I want to make sure that I fully understand you so that I can provide the very best solution. Is that okay? And of course they're going to agree. And so then you say, okay, well, what I've learned is you've been struggling with this and you'd like to overcome that. And the ideal solution for you looks like X, Y, Z. And you need it solved by this date. You've set some budget aside. You think you might, think it's worth X. And you're shopping around, and that's okay. But, you're really here to learn from me what it is I can do to help you. Have I understood that right? And what they'll do is they'll either say, yes, you've completely understood that right, or they'll say, well, actually, no, there's something I didn't tell you. This is important, or that's important, or I didn't explain, the competitor of yours that I've already spoken to told me that they could do this. Can you do that? And so by doing that little summary at the end, you give the customer the opportunity to give you more information. And if they are going to give you a sales objection at the point that you try to close the sale, you've just avoided that because you've drawn it out earlier. So you've avoided the fear of rejection because you haven't closed the sale. All you've done is given them a summary and given them the opportunity to re-explain or go back over something or share a concern with you or something that would have got in the way of the sale. Of course, if when you do your summary, they say, no, you've got it absolutely spot on, that's exactly what I need, so how can you help me? Then you can go on to present your solution and try to close the sale. And I promise you, if you use those summaries and you try to remember to introduce those summaries into your sales conversations, I promise you your conversion rate will go up. Your fear of rejection will hopefully disappear because you'll get rejected less, and your self-worth and self-value will go up because you'll feel more successful. So I hope that was useful, worthwhile. Didn't realise it was going to take me as long as just over 5 minutes, but I hope that was a good 5 minutes of your life. I will see you again very soon. Bye bye.